Hi, we're coming at you live from Akron, Ohio, the home of the very talented, creative engineer, amp builder, circuit designer, Mr. Jestin Puett, and some of his creations at Soul Shaker Amplification. Jestin designs pedals, amplifiers, tube amps. This one here is mine, and this is a new one. And we'll be talking about those a little bit more in depth along with this, so thanks for watching.
This is the prototype of the Mama Soul Shaker number 13. This is a 13 watt, 2.6v6 output section with an octal front end. It's based on the early Tweeds and Valco amplifiers. No trim, no reverb, just volume and treble straight in. Real rock and roll machine. Blues, touchy, lots of dynamics.
And this is the tube amp, right?
Yes, it's all tube, 5Y3 rectified, 6SN7 preamp, 6SL7 phase inverter. Once again, two 6v6s. And
The speaker,
yeah.
what you got in there?
This is a Weber DT12 right now. I'm actually have a Weber Alnico on the way for it.
So we're going to fire this up.
Stages.
We're going to fire this up in a minute so you can hear it. But isn't that a beautiful thing?
Go.
Alright, the Mama Soul Shaker 13, a 13 watt hand wired tube amp built by Jestin Puett. The guitar is by Rick Kelly. We're going to get on to more gear here in a minute. Thanks. Alright, so this here is the Soul Shaker Baby Shaker Colin John model. I'm honored to have my friend Jestin build this. It's a prototype. It's based on a Fender Champ, but a Fender Champ normally comes in a little cabinet with a little speaker. This has got a 12-inch Cannabis Rex. It's got an new old stock radio grill front, this copper cabinet. It can run on with one tube or two tubes. There's two in here for 10 watts. There's 6v6s. You can use an octal preamp or with an adapter, a traditional 12AX7 preamp, and it sounds real nice.
And just a single volume control.
Yeah, just one volume. Get up on there and show everyone, Jestin. That's it. That's all you need. And again, Rick Kelly guitar.
Awesome guitar.
More gear in a minute. Thank you. All right, so here we are with the man himself, Jestin Puett, the mastermind behind Soul Shaker. Even though he's got a Fender shirt, he's been very inspired.
Read that, blur that out.
Everyone, and it was just Leo Fender's birthday.
Yes, it was.
And to me, Jestin is kind of like a young Leo Fender. He's an inveterate tinkerer and designer, very brilliant. But Jestin, why don't you tell our friends about how you got into building tube amplifiers?
Well, both my grandparents worked on old radios and stuff, and there was always tubes around. Anytime I needed a tube for my amp, they had one, and they would fix my stuff for me anytime it broke. When they passed away, I inherited all their tubes, and I thought, well, I should probably do something with all these. And I've been playing guitar since I was 12 years old, and I've tore apart everything that I've ever owned. So I wasn't afraid to tear apart or build anything or to touch the high voltage, and I've learned the discharge the correct way now. And
right on.
Things in the past that I should not have done because I didn't really have anybody teach me any of this stuff, but I learned it along the way.
So it was kind of trial and error then, yeah?
Yes.
And you're still with us to tell the tale, so
yes,
that's good.
I'm a fast learner.
Who were some of the builders who inspired you to sort of utilize their circuits and then create your own spins?
I see it was reading an interview with one of George Alessandro's amplifiers they did that really impressed me. The design quality and the high grade parts that he was using. Ken Fisher from Trainwreck, Dr. Z, just all the old, Fender obviously, and the old Valco amplifiers, and started tracing back into the old circuits, and that's where the good sounds are, those old circuits. Well, if you build them right.
Well, it's interesting how this technology is over 50 years old. 70 actually when you look at it.
From the 1940s, yeah.
Yeah, and it's really hard to be improved on. And well, tell us about those things you have in your hand. What are those for the uninitiated?
This is just a clean boost, about 15 decimals of pure clean boost. It's a J-FET, sounds great. If you want to just boost your signal without changing the tone, that's the one to use right there.
I have one of those, and it's amazing. It's really great. It's the more button. So
yes.
It takes your tone and just makes it bigger.
Like add an extra stage to your tube amp.
Yeah.
This here is actually, I took the same concept of the one over here. They're FETs, but they're biased and they put it to a circuit just like the preamp of the amplifier that we have over here, the Mama Soul Shaker.
So basically that's a preamp section of an amplifier in a box.
Yes.
And what does that do to the sound?
It can use it as a really nice clean boost if you turn the gain way back when it's got a treble control. You kind of use it as a treble booster if you would like. Or you can crank up the gain and turn down your amp and have a cranked up amplifier sound at a lower volume. Or you can just drive the crap out of your amp with the thing.
Right. And I can attest to how cool that thing sounds as well. So Jestin, thanks for talking to us. And can you tell all the good folks how they could get in touch with you?
Let's see, I don't have a website or anything, but you can find me on Facebook, Soul Shaker Amplification, and on
You're on Instagram.
Instagram, yes,
yeah.
The other one as well.
And what about your phone number?
And my phone number is 330-671-1189. Feel free to reach out to me, any questions or anything like that. Send me a text, I'll get back to you.
And I can attest, I use all kinds of nice gear, but that's my amplifier there, and then Justin has this new one.
This prototype, yep.
This prototype, the TV front tweed type amp. Plus he also does repairs. I know he's a little inundated at the moment, but great guy, great designer. Thank you for supporting independent business and keeping it local.
Right on. Thank you, Colin.
And here we have one of the Soul Shaker mascots. That's Angus, the goat. How old is Angus, Justin?
5 months now.
5 months. And Lucy, the sister, is over here.
Same age.
Same age. Hi, Lucy. And so that's just a bit of fun extra to this segment. And all right, Angus. They're really cool. Thanks, everyone.